Hello Aquarius, it's Lisa, and here is your April 8th to 14th, 2024 general reading. This is just a general reading. If you would like to have a personal reading with me, all my contact information is in the description box below this video. Okay, Aquarius, let's see what's in store for you in this crazy week with the eclipse on the 8th. Lots of weird energy around. So the overall message for you, Aquarius, is the Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles, all about building a foundation, a strong foundation to your future. It just feels like certain things are happening that are helping you build this foundation. And then with that foundation, you're able to really move towards the success you want. The challenge you have this week is balance. So it's working on balance. The more balanced you are, body, mind, and spirit, grounded, ego in check, physically in a good place, or working on that. The more balanced you are, the more success that comes into you, the more you attract success to you. It's for some signs, I think a lot of people, but some signs it's really very important, is it's like balance is a superpower. And with that balance, you have this strong foundation. And then, wow, you're like this magnet that attracts things to you. The card of what you need to focus on right now is going for it. The Fool is about just taking a leap of faith, going for something, an opportunity or a new way of doing something. Is like, just go for it. And it's also about living life to the fullest. Even though you're balanced, it almost being balanced allows you to live in a better space. And you just embrace things more, but it really does feel like it's come out of your comfort zone, go for something, and it really kind of opens up this new opportunity for you. And then what you don't see coming will reveal in a moment. I was hesitated for a minute because they were talking about something about meditation. So it was like coming out of your comfort zone, and it felt like well-being and how important meditation is for well-being. So I don't know who that's for, but it was really kind of, it just was so strong that something is leading you to meditation, which then really is valuable information for well-being and mental health. It's just interesting. It actually says well-being because they show me the whole body. So interesting. The Three of Pentacles. So building this strong foundation to your future. It creates this whole new version of yourself. It can be a birth of a project, like a new project. But this really feels like this whole reading is about your well-being and who you are as a person. And that you're building this strong foundation to who you are. And that can be like an expert in what you do. It's gathering tools and new way of doing things. And this builds this really kind of, this is who I am kind of thing, right? And even though you may know who you are, it's kind of like as you move forward and experience things and the universe brings in like through weird ways, new things, you're like, wow, okay, this is like really strong foundation to what I do, right? So it's kind of like if you do something and then you learn something like a new technique, then you're like, oh my God, this really enhances who I am and enhances my work and my life. And so then it builds this foundation, and then there's this new rebirth of who you are, and it really flows into your life and moves you towards things growing and flourishing in your life. The Four of Wands it's several things. When you're doing a general reading, it can be a new house, it could be leading to a new house or a renovation in your house. But with this, when they were talking about yourself and you building this foundation to who you are, the Four of Wands can be about you doing renovations to yourself, and because you are your home, right? Your body is your home, your mind is your home. So it feels almost like growth and renovations within who you are that builds this strong foundation, adding like new paint and new stuff like that. It just kind of, again, it's like you are enhancing who you are by some things that are happening, and it's building this really strong foundation that's going to make you better at what you do, maybe take you down different routes, it's really, really empowering. It's really nice. Okay, so then the challenge is having balance. And it's interesting because it almost feels like, you know, sometimes when we find something that we love, it's hard to be balanced because it's like, oh, I want to do that every day, right? Or I want to rush and hyper focus and learn everything I can about that. And it's like, just like do it, learn it, and build the foundation with balance. And that balance is a superpower. And because there's also this element that it's teaching you balance, whatever this new thing is that's enhancing you. It's teaching you patience and balance is what they're saying. So interesting, but it's a challenge. So the Tower, and so interesting. The Tower is something that happened, that kind of, it's the universe helping you to build this foundation and to get these things that enhance you. Yeah, so it's the universe shifting things. They're saying it's two ways. So they're saying if you're not in balance, the universe will help you be balanced. So they'll shift something in your life. So then you have to be balanced. And then for other people, it's through some actions, the universe is helping you to achieve certain things and enhance your life. The great thing about the Tower is it always gets us to this positive thing. It's the universe kind of shifting things in our lives, changing things that we need to change to get us to really positive things. Yeah, it's interesting because I know one Aquarian, and if he's listening, and I know some things have happened with him, and it just really feels like certain things he's learning now, like something that he loved was kind of taken away, and he's learning something now. And it has this strange feeling that it's like, it's going to be more than what he thinks it's going to be. And I have a lot of Aquarians around me. So I know that it relates in different ways to the different Aquarians that are around me, that this new way of being, or this new thing, or this shift that's happened is pushing them towards balance, and really becoming who they're meant to be and enhancing who they are so they can be even more empowered in who they are, and what they do. Yeah, so interesting. And it's leading you to victories. Like it really does. It has the same feeling, whether it's about this one person that I know, or all the Aquarians I know. I try not to think of anyone when I'm doing them, but I know it relates to them all that I know. But it's like this shift that's happening that's really going to enhance. It's like the universe helping you to enhance who you are and truly step you forward to being who you are and having victories in that. It's really interesting. So then what you need to do is go for it. So whatever's presented to you, instead of hesitating, it's like, you know what? I'm going to go for it. It's not what I was expecting or sure. But I'm going to walk towards this new thing, or this enhancement, learning this new thing that came into my life, or this new path that showed up. I'm going to do it. I'm just going to go for it. And when you do it, it leads you to really positive things, right? It's kind of like, instead of overthinking, and it's like, just go for it. Don't worry about other people. Everybody else will be fine. Because I think some Aquarians are worried because they're always worried about, the collective. And it's like, you know what? It will be good. It will work out the way it's supposed to work out. You do what's right for you in this moment and moving towards, because it's kind of like you're really stepping into who you are. The Hanged Man, or being able to be a fuller version of who you are. The Hanged Man, again, is about letting go of something, getting a new perspective, and having this new beginning. It's you let go of like an old way of doing something, or an old thing, or your old thought process, and you move towards, like, you get this new perspective, and then you move towards even more success. It enhances everything. And then the King of Pentacles is having resolute action, saying, I'm going to go for it. I'm going to grab onto this, and I'm going to be successful with this one way or another. it's going to really enhance my life. I'm going to be this best version of myself. It's so interesting. And then what you don't see coming, Aquarius, is when you move forward and go for it, you're moving towards a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, which is happiness, fulfillment, and joy, and abundance. Always abundance. There's the more balance. So you had that as a challenge. Being balanced will help you move forward. It's almost like the more balanced you are, it is a superpower. It attracts things to you. You're enhanced, but it's kind of like this feeling of being on the path of least resistance. So the more balanced you are, the more things flow. When you're out of balance, things don't flow, right? So it's kind of like going against the flow of water rather than going with the flow of water. So yeah, it's really interesting. It helps things come together. And then a whole new phase in your life starts. A whole new beginning. You come out of this one way of being and you start this new version. This is like a whole new ball game, whole new phase. And the, angels are rejoicing. It's really interesting. You'll have to let me know how this week goes and what is coming in for you guys, but it just really feels like you guys the universe is leading you to be supercharged or more enhanced to who you are and really own who you are and get all these enhancements that help you do what you do. So really interesting. Anyways, sending you tons of good vibes. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you could like and share my videos, that really helps. Have a fabulous week, and I'll talk to you soon.
Worry works. 90% of the things you worry about never happen.